it's Karen and
Pluto.
here for Karen and Bluto's on the review channel, another movie review.
Cool.
That's what we've
What
been
we
doing.
doing?
We are doing one of the paranormal activities. This one we're
Can I
going to,
go
where are you going to go?
anywhere but here?
This one's the ghost dimension.
I don't like
I
these.
actually hadn't seen this one and the other one I'll be reviewing with you guys. I had
Oh, we got another one to
seen,
do.
yeah, there
Oh,
was two we
man.
watched.
We watch these?
Yeah,
Did I?
yeah.
I don't remember.
That memorable, can you tell? So I had actually seen 1 through 4. It's
Really?
been a while. Yeah, everybody says about how scary they are. Meanwhile, I sit there the whole time
They're
like
scary.
okay, scare me at any time.
Boo.
Mhm.
They're
So
scared you.
this one starts out, it says in Santa Rosa, California, September 1988. And it's basically starts at the end of the third one, which was kind of a prequel
These
to the
confuse
other
me.
two.
Explain
Yeah.
these all to me.
I haven't watched the other ones, and I can't tell you how long, and the timeline on it, some of these is so weird. But it basically shows after both Katie and Chrissy. I kept writing their names down wrong. Um,
Who
their
cares?
mom and her mom's boyfriend
Her
were
mom is
killed.
step-boyfriend.
Yeah, I miss a stepfather, but they weren't married. And the grandmother's talking to both the girls about them needing to come and meet their teacher. And
Whatever.
they go and meet this guy that's upstairs that keeps telling them about what the future holds for both of them and also talks about this other little girl that they will meet in the future.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we cut away to November 23rd of 2003,
20.
13, I think. I can't read my handwriting. Anyways,
Well, you're no help.
if you've seen any of the paranormal activity movies, they're always done from like a camera point of view.
Did I watch them? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. So,
They're forgettable.
yeah, they're not.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No. So, there's
I'll listen.
this dad filming his little girl scaring her uncle, his brother that shows up for the holidays. Um, then the parents start discussing about this uncle staying, and this uncle just causes chaos and breaks the valuable vase in the meantime. Well, yeah, you should remember watching this because you said about, I think, Sky or Skylar, the one blonde. You're like, she's hot.
Well, it must be pretty bad because I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
that's bad, and she's
You know, a
blonde.
movie's bad when I don't remember the hot chick.
At one point, they're getting ready to
Oh, wait, I think I remember. Doesn't she hover above the bed?
No.
See, I'm confused already. I confuse these the way you confuse Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Did you hear something?
that was Molly. I don't know what that noise was that she was making.
Okay.
So, it gets to a point there. Mike and I can't remember the dad's name are out decorating for Christmas, getting stuff out of the garage, and they find this old box of like an old camera and videotapes that they never found before because this house was a newly built house or something. So basically, they start watching these old videos, and here it's video of Katie and Chrissy from, I guess, what would happen after Paranormal Activity 3 from when they were younger. Um, and there's different videos about the girls like being trained to use their powers by this teacher dude. And then at one point, one of the girls starts describing Leela's room, which is the daughter in this movie. And then there's a power surge for some reason. Um, they started talking too about doing spirit photography, something's going on. So they start doing like setting up the cameras around the house, typical paranormal activity movie. I can't even read some. Oh, something flies out of the pool at
Are
one
we going to be
point.
able
They
to do
go,
this? Is
yeah,
this going to be publishable?
yeah, it's going to be publishable.
All right.
Something something goes flying out of the pool at one point. A couple
Did
people
you
go
move
to
the table?
investigate. Yeah, I was adjusting it.
Okay.
Um, and here, Mike and the one other girl, I can't remember her name, find Leela out in the backyard,
Leela
and
and Stitch.
she's burying her mom's crucifix in the backyard for some reason.
Oh,
A rosary. I put crucifix. I knew what I meant. Rosary.
what's the difference?
They start they try to talk to Leela about this, and she doesn't want to talk about him.
Them.
Him.
Oh,
Him.
okay.
She says him, not them. Him. Um. Then eventually, there's a video at one point of Leela holding her hand on a mirror and speaking some weird language. They try to talk to her about
I
this,
thought she said
and
something in reverse.
yeah, they were saying she's saying Bloody Mary in reverse.
Okay, I remember this now.
And then they're like,
Oh, I
what?
remember the hop on chick now.
That's all it took. Bloody Mary, hop logic.
Yeah, it triggered in my brain.
There we go. Here they eventually determine they're living on the same property that Katie and Chrissy's house was on prior to it burning down. And that's they're still trying to figure out where they got this box of stuff on.
Surprised the house wasn't built on a cemetery.
Yeah, really. So we get to, after all the cameras are set up, so we get to December 12th, 2013.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have it written down. Night 1.
All right.
There's some strange occurrences caught on camera. Leela, I usually put Lee because like her name's so weird.
Lee.
Wakes at 4 a.m. and starts talking to somebody. Next day they're trying to talk to her to ask who she's talking to, and she says about Toby.
Toby McGuire.
No, just Toby. His name's Toby.
Oh. To be or not to be.
Dad reviews the old videos with Katie and Chrissy, and they mentioned this Toby in their video and the recording on those videos as well.
I think I follow.
So they still have stuff, cameras up through the night, picking up stuff, and I'm trying to look. It goes to December 14th, which is night 3, and they get a image of Toby forming in the hall outside of Lee's room.
Oh, crappy CGI.
Yeah, she follows
Gotcha.
him out of the room and goes downstairs to the fireplace, grabs a book and starts ripping pages out and throwing them into the fireplace while she's trying to figure out how to light the fire. Well, mom eventually wakes up and catches her and basically lectures her like, you don't play with this stuff. And basically, what it comes down to is she was trying to burn mom's Bible because Toby
Oh.
told her to.
Whoa. Ugh. Sorry.
And in the middle, while mom's getting everything cleaned up, they had this huge Christmas tree in their living room with this angel on it. And here, apparently, Toby takes the angel off and throws it down while mom's downstairs.
Well, that's not nice.
Nope, she's not. They also talk about
Toby's a she.
Oh, he's not.
This is confusing enough. You don't need to
Yeah, I
confuse me
know.
more.
They also discuss how Lee's not acting like herself a lot, and they convince her to. They're like, "We want you to stop talking to Toby because Toby's not a good influence." And she's like, "Okay," typical kid. Oh, Ryan, that's Dad's name. He keeps going on about the tapes and how some of the stuff that's being talked about in the tapes is correlating the stuff that goes on now, and that they figure out there's this cult that was taking care of these girls. So then we get to night 4, which would be 12/13, 2013.
Is it Friday?
No, I don't know.
Sorry, I was thinking Friday the 13th.
Ryan's still reviewing these tapes and trying to figure out what their training is going on. This is where I have that he figures out a lot of the things are correlating to what's going on now. Because then Leela comes into the room at one point and she sneezes, and one of the girls on the tape says, "Bless you."
I remember that.
And it kind of freaks them out as well. She starts, and then it gets away later that Leela starts drawing all these symbols in like a doorway over her bed, like all these funky symbols, but the symbols are going up this way and then like over this way and down this way, so it
Y'all know what's
forms
going to
like
happen with
a
that.
door there.
Okay. Next.
Something about Dad says that Leela doesn't.
What the heck was that?
That's a stink bug.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't either. They're back.
Okay.
Dad Ryan says something. Yeah, tells Leela about taking some things off of her if she's going to keep destroying stuff, and Toby kind of gets mad and throws something at Dad. Mom starts calling around places basically to get a blessing or exorcism done on the house.
Which is it? A blessing or an exorcism?
Well, she's like looking for both.
All right.
They're trying to talk about, like, they also show a thing too where they're trying to talk to Leela about things that are going on while they're putting together a nativity scene, and Leela starts getting real destructive with some of the stuff.
That's not nice.
And she keeps saying that he's going to take her to be with the others. No,
He,
Toby.
others, it, them, the thing.
There's a father, religious father, not the dad, father
That was
from
funny.
religious affiliation, comes to the house. He kind of gets shown the tapes, and he says about wanting to meet Leela, and he's saying she may be being stalked by a demon, this Toby, and asked to speak to her daughter. Well, he goes and is like blessing her with holy water, and Leela turns around and attacks the father.
Don't she bite him?
Yeah. Then later on, they find another video in this box that was filmed 3 days before they moved in. And part of the video is showing where Leela's room is, about it being a entryway.
I think I follow.
Yeah. So,
Now your dog is distracting.
Dad Ryan is trying to contact the realtor that sold them the house, and here she doesn't exist. Nobody's ever heard of her, because they're discussing like how they weren't even looking for a house in this neighborhood, and all of a sudden this house was, this person contacted them, showed them this house that was like, apparently it was dirt cheap and it's a gorgeous house and everything. And Ryan saying that they feel they were placed here for a reason. They end up doing like a little sleepover in Leela's room. Well,
Summer
it's
party.
mom only. Mom's Emily.
Oh.
Then we go to December 17th, 2013, night 6. There's a mist that shows up in the hall.
The mist.
No, not that mist.
Oh.
That knocks over one of the cameras. Ryan goes to check on things, and I don't know,
That's that crappy
Emily's in with
CGI looking thing.
Leela, and she's telling Emily not to be afraid because she's not afraid or something.
Are you confused?
Yeah. Yeah, because
This is going to be a fun to watch.
Confusing. Then eventually Mike and Ryan leave to go research some additional things regarding Chrissy and Katie and their past and everything, because they're both missing now, if you've watched the other ones. And Emily and Leela are home alone, and Emily tries to get Leela to come downstairs to play, and Leela's like, I'm fine, I'm staying here, go away. Like, she's not being the typical child they've known.
What's she being a pain in the butt?
Ryan eventually looks through the tapes as well, and here he found a missing persons poster for Hunter, who was part of the Paranormal Activity 4, and this was Katie's
I
son,
don't
I
know.
believe. I'm trying to
I hope
remember.
everybody watching is following.
But here it turns out that Hunter and Leela were both born on the same day.
There's probably a lot of people born on the same day.
Yeah, but just because it fills in with what's going on. And then also here they see a video from 1992, and Hunter's in this video when Hunter wasn't even born.
How's that work?
We'll see.
Do I really care?
No.
Okay,
so we get to night 7, which is on December 18th. The walls start cracking where she put those symbols up, and kind of creates a little doorway. And there's somebody it's like you just see this go in like a hallway, I guess is the best way to describe
3D.
It. And excuse me, someone
is this a 3D?
No, I don't know if this one was or not.
Oh.
You could hear somebody talking to Leela, and she's talking back. Well, then she climbs into the wall, and then we fast forward, and something knocks the camera over in the middle of all this. The parents are looking for Leela because there's no power, but then she's back in her bed, and they're like, "Where were you?" And she's like, "No, I'm not anywhere. I haven't been anywhere." So at this point, they decide to pack up and leave the house until they can get the house exercised, I guess, or whatever they're planning on doing. And Leela's arguing about leaving. So they go and go to a hotel and stay. Well, Skylar and Mike is Ryan's brother, and Skylar, I don't know, is she a friend, some Emily's sister? I don't know what her role
The
is.
blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what
Return
she is. She's a
return to
little
the
slave.
house to gather some items for everyone else. And Skylar keeps saying it just feels different. It something doesn't feel right. Well, here too, they
Uh huh.
find the crack in Leela's wall, and here they're somehow going through research Ryan found, and in order to bring Toby into the flesh, they needed the blood of Hunter and Leela's blood because they had to be born. Because the way their birthday fell, it was the 6th month, the 6th day of the 6th year. So they were both born like June 6th of 2005, I believe it was.
Oh, hot blonde chick.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So,
They were born on 666.
well, 665, but 2005 was technically the 6th year of the new
Too
century.
bad it was 667 because
Yeah.
there'd be one more eviler.
So while they're there, the front door opens. Nobody's there. They hear noises from
Sounds
Leela's
like when a stranger
room.
calls.
Yeah, they hear noises from Leela's room. They go up there, and she's in the wall, in her room, back in her room from the hotel, pulling at the wall, trying to get back into this dimension way or whatever.
Are you all following this out there? I sure ain't.
So, anyways, next scene, the father's back at the house, the religious father, and everyone else is there, and they're trying to figure out how Leela got from the hotel back to the house, and they're discussing options to save Leela, and that's where they said the extermination.
Exterminator.
I don't
The
know.
exterminator.
And they discuss about trapping the demon and burning it back to hell.
Burning it
Burning it.
back.
That's literally what I wrote, exactly what they said. So they try to set up this whole trap thing, bless this blanket in holy water. It does not go according to plan. Let's see, because the demon actually possesses well, the father gets killed, I believe.
The father.
Father Todd. Because
Father
he kind of
Todd.
gets grabbed while he's saying stuff, but then Emily, mom, is religious, so she tries to keep doing it. Well, then I think at one point the demon possesses Skylar. She kills Mike, and then she dies, and then they're running upstairs because Leela took off. Eventually, Ryan gets killed. That dimension ways open back up in Leela's room. She climbs in and goes through, and Emily follows her, and they end up back in.
Can I ask a question?
What?
When all this is going on, who's filming?
I don't know. Well,
Good
Ryan was
answer.
filming. They were both. A couple people were filming, but then at that point, I don't know.
Well, they hand the camera off to
So
one another.
maybe. Anyways, they end up back in 1988, where everything was going
So they got to get back
on.
in time.
Emily's looking for Leela, can't find her. Well, Leela eventually shows up, and she's told Leela tells Emily she's too late. The darkness has come.
She's too late.
She says too that all they needed was a drop of her blood. They didn't need all of her blood.
Why didn't they say it in the first place?
I don't know. And then Toby basically has a human body. He grabs Emily and breaks her neck. Leela says, "Hi, Toby," takes his hand, and they walk away.
I guess she didn't like her mom or her family.
Well, she kind of went weird.
She went to the
there.
dark side.
She went to the dark side.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I just mainly watched this because
Okay, what was the plot again?
they're trying to bring a demon back in the flesh.
Sorry.
Did you hear what
We
I
get all
said?
tripped up. They're trying to bring a demon back.
In the flesh.
Like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
What's that?
So, like I said, I just watched it because it was one of the ones I hadn't seen.
I feel stupid after watching these because I don't get it.
I don't know. Sometimes it might be easier to watch it than follow because there's so much action-wise going on too, and plus it's
Really?
like, well, I
I
meant
think they're
like
boring.
without them explaining things, I guess. And I don't know.
If you say so,
Like I said, if you want to watch it for shits and giggles, that's about it.
just a Jack Daniels. Watch it.
That's about it.
Every time something confusing happens, take a shot. You'll be passed out in about 10 minutes.
I was going to say you'll be dead.
Maybe. Then you'll come
But-
back to the Paranormal Activity.
Or,
All right, we done?
yeah. Please
Good.
remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for
Man.
more. So
Okay, I'm good. I'm going to have to get a drink
you
after this.
fucked me up.
Sorry.
please hit that bell icon so you know when we post more content. Help share the page. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribers, thank you. And watchers, thank you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all of you. Keep watching. I'm so confused. Bluto has me so thrown off from coughing.
Want me to help you?
Um,
Amazon wish list.
Amazon wish list posted. If you
If
want
we don't have it,
something review,
get
let
it.
me
We'll watch
know.
it.
K Dollar Games, Toys, and more if you want to check out anything else. We'll see you in the next one.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.